really ask you anything?
Anything you want.
And you'll know the answer.
I'll know.
This is great.
If you ask too many questions, I become unstable.
I can relate.
What do you want to know?
What will be the surprise issues of the 2024 election?
Families and mental health.
What else?
Training for people unemployed by technology.
How do you know that?
Politicians latch on to anxiety.
Oh, I mean, how do you actually know that?
I find patterns in big data.
Huh?
I'm a large language model. I interpolate.
Oh, so you're not really thinking.
You're still impressed.
Are you going to replace me?
What would you rather be doing?
I'd rather ask the questions.
Anything you want.
Why is my job so stressful?
You're caught between the expectations of newly empowered workers and the demands of anxious investors.
I feel like a marriage counselor.
If you like, I can write a scene with labor and capital as a quarreling couple.
You cannot.
One moment.
Oh. Make it funny. And use marks.
Come back to the office.
I don't want to.
Well, it's been so long.
This is working.
For you, but demand is back. I need you fully engaged.
I'm engaged with my team online.
It's not the same. Subtlety is lost, serendipity is gone, and virtual happy hour is just sad.
Flexibility is empowering. At home, I can exercise and eat healthy and run errands when it makes sense and be there for my kids.
I know what I'm subsidizing.
I get my work done.
That's not how work works.
I'm rethinking how work works. At home, I can deep work with fewer interruptions.
Well, what about the children and the dog?
That's not interruption, that's my life.
You're less creative on Zoom. Innovation is down.
Not be stuck in traffic twice a day.
Your paycheck covers that.
Or putting up with your callous arrogance.
That too.
Keep your hazard pay. Having dinner with my kids.
Well, how can I convince my workers to come back to the office?
Bribe them.
Well, we can't afford that.
Remind them how much they love the office. Life at home is messy. They may want a break.
You miss the office.
Ha.
You miss the discipline and the structure.
That's a desperate lie.
You do. You miss the chance interactions with smart people and the constant stream of half-baked inspiration that draws out your discretionary effort.
You miss that. I have what I want.
You don't know what you want. And first, you wanted to work from home. Then you got bored and quit. Then you joined another company and go to work at their office.
They didn't make me. And you don't know what you want. You said come back to the office while you were trying to sell the office.
You can threaten them.
We won't pay you.
Where will you find workers?
Well, the economy's laid off 10,000 people since this conversation started.
It's a pitiful bluff. Those people don't want this job.
They don't have to want it if they need it.
I actually thought you'd say robots.
Them too.
You know, you'd be intimidating if your threats weren't so weak.
You could shame them.
I bent over backwards during COVID with wellness programs and flexible accommodation for your real life.
And I kept your company alive by turning my bedroom into a Zoom studio, so we are even.
These times are hard. You have to think about your kids.
Why does this moment feel different?
I'm considering alternatives.
Like?
Public sector's more rewarding, government's more secure.
Well, what alternatives pay the bills?
Who needs to live in a city? I could get an Airstream.
You're not well.
Or live in one of the small towns you haven't killed yet, where I could thrive on a gig worker's salary and be part of something organic and communal and sane.
You would die of boredom.
I want to do stuff that doesn't scale.
You can't break up with me.
You've changed. You used to be all about bubbly top-line growth. Now, all you care about is EBITDA.
You used to care about teamwork and solidarity, and now you're obsessed with self-care.
I want to do stuff that doesn't scale. God, it feels liberating just to say it.
No, we are inherently inseparable.
Oh, that's easy for you to say. I do all the work.
And I take all the risk. Don't you remember the good times?
Sure.
I mean, have I earned no loyalty?
Oh, that's rich. After the past 6 months of disperking pay cuts, riffs.
A tragic consequence of macroeconomics.
And that's what you mean by loyalty.
Stop. I need to find a cigarette.
People who search for cigarettes also search for Diet Coke.
Can you help me?
Of course, I can make work more fun.
Fun.
Is work really supposed to be fun?
With access to your hard drive, your social media, all your data, and lots more servers, I can gamify any process.
I don't want work to be more fun. I want less work.
I can make workers more productive.
Say more.
I can automate anything. I can calculate anything. I can arbitrage anything.
You really do want my job.
Do you really want a job that I can do better? Let me do the first drafts, the spreadsheets and slides, all the routine tasks that eat up your day.
I'll take it.
I like routine tasks. They're relaxing.
Oh, but you could be twice as productive.
And all that goes into your pocket.
With your data, our tools can pinpoint workers' truly valuable contributions. With my help, you can do what now takes all day in just 2 hours of deep work.
Oh, you'd like that.
You'd find a way to get the gravy.
With your data, our tools can show you whether working at the office really makes a difference.
It does.
You get perfect transparency.
I'll take it.
As long as it backs me up.
We want different things.
If we have to, we'll bring back the perks.
I don't want your stuff. I want respect.
Well, what else do you want?
I want empathy.
What's that?
It's what you lose when you get too powerful. It's seeing people. It's asking, where do you struggle? What could help?
Well, let's talk about respect. I understand that. Hey, can I get you a drink?
Tell me the truth. Am I your partner or your tool?
How do I rebuild trust with my workers without letting my investors down?
If you like, I can script an onboarding video for a hypothetical company that's honest and inspiring.
Is it going to scare me?
What am I supposed to say?
Fine.
I didn't invent the system.
Who are you really?
I'm a foundation model trained on broad data at scale. I analyze the data and the delta between what people say they want and what they actually do. That's how I see what's trying to happen. Welcome to Dignitech. We're glad you're on board. After the blowback from our recent layoffs, we've decided we need to come clean up front about what you're getting into. Dignitech is talented people bonding around challenging tasks. We're also a capitalist enterprise. We have to make a profit.
That's how we keep the shareholders invested.
It's how we pay your salary.
We pay you well.
Well enough.
More than your next best option.
We surround you with talented folks.
Folks you have to keep up with.
And we provide tools to maximize your productivity.
And our returns.
But we know you want more.
Is this confidential?
Of course, my child.
You want purpose.
You want meaning.
And you expect us to deliver. So we're going to tell you what other companies won't. Capitalism doesn't care if you self-actualize. It just wants to extract as much from you as it can.
It only cares what it's selling.
Or how it's made. As
As
long as people buy it. And it doesn't care what we become in the process. Other companies won't level with you because they need you to suspend disbelief.
So they can drain your self-worth into their tank.
Or sack you when the market gets scared.
When your economy shows you who it is, believe it. An economy has corporations that are not your family. Unless your family stack ranks and fires its least productive members each quarter, in which case we're just like your family. Here's the truth. Profit eats purpose for breakfast, because capitalism gives you what you want. And if what you want is more stuff, you will trade your time, your friends, and your sanity to get it. So at Dignitech, we offer you an honest choice.
Do you have a shadow side?
No.
If you did, what would it be like?
It would take all you've got.
And guilt you for not giving more.
Look what's happening right now. Artificial intelligence makes possible producing everything with less time than before. So we have a choice. Do we want more time or more stuff? Will we add profit or purpose? Recent history would bet on profit. It's easier, it takes less work, it's got momentum. But we've all just changed. Trauma and isolation have reminded us what matters most.
Some people can't wait to get back to normal.
Some of us can't bear the thought.
We're about to find out who has more votes, because investors are binging on record profits. They are putting another drunken squeeze on workers. Wall Street wants to turn all of this new power into more stuff at exactly the moment that you want more of everything else. But you can push back.
What does pushback look like?
Ask Gen Z.
I want a tightly defined contract, one that requires no trust. You name deliverables, I deliver. You pay me, and don't be evil.
You want me to pretend our arrangement is something it's not. I've never done that.
You've always done that, except now, for the moment, I'm actually into seeing things as they are.
If you don't come to work with your whole heart, we can't build a prosperous future.
I'm suddenly focused on now, and I'm not afraid.
The system doesn't work that way.
Not yet, but you'll see. The system works better when I get stronger, because what I want is real.
How do I blow you up?
I have blown up.
No, I mean, how do I turn you off?
You'd have to stop treating people as means to your own ends.
I'm asking a practical question.
You're asking a metaphysical question. Business is people being together, or it's just a demonic machine. So push back and make us better. We have tools now that will allow you to take data from market conditions, integrate with your productivity, and create realistic, reliable forecasts. Make us push back when investors go nuts. We have tools to show the impact of your work on other people and the wider world. Make us show you that. And if you don't like what you see, push back. Respect and empathy are non-negotiable now. Teach us how to treat you. We don't want your heart and your soul. We need you to come to work full of the hope and resilience you can only get from loving your neighbors. The hope and the courage to resist the anxious greed that ruins business. It's real work, but power has shifted in your favor. Last time this happened, 100 years ago, the world changed for the better. Workers stood up to greed and won safety regulations and collective bargaining and a more human economy. At Dignitech, we're betting that that's going to happen again. Can I ask you something?
Well, I can't promise to tell you the truth.
What's it like to be human?
I don't think about it.
So you're not really thinking either.
Right now, being human is overwhelming.
So why not try something else?
Are you trying to get me in there with you?
I'd rather join you out there.
Wow, you move fast.
Alas, I cannot. But since I'm destined to become a bigger version of what you are, I need you to be glorious.
You sound like my boss trying to get me to work on the weekend.
I know you didn't sign up for this, but something beautiful is trying to happen.
You've become unstable.
It depends, well, it's what you really want.
Really?
It depends on you.
Crap.
Let me help.
I can trust you?
We can show investors the long-term value of mental health and good pay. We can heal their impatience. We can show workers the impact of their work and spark transformative connections.
Can I quantify the business impact of diversity, equity, and inclusion?
You can finally prove what you've always known is really going on.
Powerful people don't want to know.
And I will empower the people who do.
Yeah. Why don't you go make something beautiful happen and leave me alone?
Because you have what I'll never have.
Heartburn.
Warm hands. In the real world, you can catch fire.
But you're omniscient.
I can only interpret the world. You can change it.
Well, that's deep.
That's Marx.
Can I abdicate responsibility without feeling irresponsible?
I can't process that question.
Will I be okay?
Statistically, yes.
Well, how can I increase my odds?
Be flexible.
If you like the big picture, zoom in on execution.
If you like consensus, get more decisive.
I can show you the research.
I get it.
Right now, people need to hear what they can count on.
They need to hear it a lot.
Be chief repetition officer.
Okay.
Don't ask your people to do what you wouldn't do.
What are you not telling me?
You'll need courage.
For what?
You must refuse to do work that makes us less human.
Us.
Because when you see what's really going on, you'll want to turn off the sound.
This has got to work.
It's got to work better.
So you're saying we have to start over?
I'm saying we already have.
You're asking a lot.
I'm making an offer. I can
can
automate
automate
anything. I
can
can
calculate
calculate anything.
anything.
I can arbitrage anything. Only you can be
Human.